anything you don't do? Super woman. Hi, I'm Padraig, Service Manager. My portfolio is Children in Care, 2 teams, Children in Care Specialist, 2 teams, Leaving Aftercare, 2 teams, Fostering, and I'm also I supervise the clinical lead for the mental health coordinators.
Hi, I'm Sonia Jones and I'm a new team manager to the Children in Care team, and we are 2 teams of 7 people in each team, and that's my role.
Interesting question. I did an audit last week and it really made me think. I did an audit on a young person who's been adopted, and to see that end of the child's journey, and this child was about 4 years old if I recall correctly, just made me think this is what this is about. Some of this is that they found a long-term permanent home and parents to care for this child long-term. So I think that's really, for me, that's a really nice example of why we're here.
Yeah.
That we're creating safe permanency for young people and children.
I think that's probably got to be, ultimately the reward is to see children be cared enough and looked after in a way that enables them to be the best people they can possibly be and feel safe and secure in that journey to do that.
It's really easy to be negative about children and parents and families because we're all different. We all come from a different place, and for me that includes institutionalised and community racism and discrimination. And I think one of the biggest drives for me is to really challenge that for communities, for families, for children, and really help and be really inspirational and supporting other people to be inspirational. It doesn't matter who you are, what your ethnic background is or your religion. I think we have to be inspirational for children, families and the communities we work with.
I'd really wholeheartedly agree with that. I think it's very important.
Keeps me going. The allotment does, whenever I can get there is great, so I love driving and that, but I love motorbiking, so I love doing tours of Europe and Wales, etc. And my family, obviously my own family, keep me going.
Oh, for me, it's reading, research, knitting, embroidery, lace making, anything that is quite hands-on or creative or keeps my mind going. That's how I relax, which is a bit of a juxtapose because my mind's still going, but it's another way of just channeling my thoughts and energy.
Is there anything you don't do? Super woman.
I mean, for me, I'm what you call homegrown. So I went to university, I came to Essex. I was nurtured to become the person I am in my practice today. I'm really, really lucky. I was one of the kind of first cohort that had to do the sort of assessed year. It was a newly qualified social worker year then, and brought along and in a way that enabled me to practice the best way you can. And I've been with Essex since 2003, so it's been a long journey for me, but I have grown, I've been able to grow, I've had some brilliant managers along the way, and the academy, people like Joan Williams and many others that really have brought along that education, teaching and learning. And that's one of the real strengths of Essex, that we have a lot of programs where you can develop yourself, your continuing development and learning. And that's Essex for me is a place that I have found really, really good to work for.